Hey everyone, welcome back to Moya's Kitchen. I hope you are well today. Today I will be showing you how to make some delicious, authentic Jamaican oxtail. Keep watching this video to see all my steps. The first thing I did was I had my oxtail sitting in some vinegar and water. That's why it looks like that. The next step is to go in and cut all the excess fat, even though there's not much. Next, I'll be washing it once more and letting it sit to prepare it for seasoning. Now it's time to season our oxtail. I have my regular seasonings that I typically use: all-purpose, black pepper, paprika, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and I have some browning, some green seasoning, thyme, garlic, onion, and pimento. Next, I'll be adding all my seasonings to my oxtail. I will have a list of ingredients in my description box. The next step is to combine your seasonings with your oxtail, and I'm just rubbing everything together. Make sure every piece of oxtail is getting a touch of the seasoning. Now it's time for me to add my onions, pimento, garlic, and thyme for some extra flavor. And now I'll be adding some browning, and I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm not going to be adding too much browning. And this is my little secret: I do add a little bit of ketchup, not too much, just a little bit, when I'm seasoning my oxtail. It just adds more flavor. I forgot to add some chopped scallion, and that's what I'm doing right here. Now that I'm done seasoning my oxtail, I'm gonna let this marinate overnight. Alright guys, so it's the next day and my pot is already hot. I did put a little bit of oil, but not too much because I'm not trying to fry these. I just want them to brown a bit, just a little bit. So that's what I'm doing right here. So for my stove, it's on 7 right now, between medium and high, because if I put it on low, it will start to simmer and start to spring fluid, and I don't want that. I want all of my oxtail to be caramelized. And you don't want to have your stove too high because it will start to burn your oxtail and give it like a dark color, and that's not the color we're going for. So now that one side of my oxtail is already seared, I'm gonna go ahead and flip these and do the same to the other side. And it's not as caramelized as I want it to be, but let's keep going. So using the same pot that we seasoned our meat in, we're gonna add some hot water and add it right to our oxtail. And we're adding hot water because we want it to start to simmer now. We don't want it to sit there and come to a boil. So hot water is your best friend when making oxtail. Now that my oxtail has come to a boil, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my stove down to low and let it simmer for a while. And when I'm cooking oxtail, I don't like to add a whole lot of water at once. I like to tip some here, tip some there, because I think it helps to keep the flavor more instead of pouring a whole lot of water at once, which I used to do. But I'm just adding a little bit of water at a time and go along with it. At this point, I think it's time to remove all the stems from my pot. It does help to make it look more appealing once they're removed. So my oxtail has been cooking for some time now, and once I see the juice starts to reduce, I'm gonna go ahead again and add some more hot water. And cooking oxtail can take up some time. It does take a few hours to do it, but just have some hot water handy because that's what's going to help with the process. Alright guys, so we're almost done. I'm just adding some more hot water, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a mix and then use my fork to test the meat because I do want to add my vegetables soon. And as you can see, it went through pretty easily, so we're gonna go ahead and continue to cook this a little bit while longer. Now it's time for my favorite part, which is decorating my pot. We definitely need some color going on in here. I've added my vegetables, of course. I'll be mixing it well together. The onions, bell peppers, those won't take long to soften out, but I do have some carrots, will take a little bit to get soft. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And also the meat will still be getting a bit more tender while my vegetables are being cooked, of course. And I will be adding some more water because I need way more gravy than this. Alright guys, so my oxtail is pretty much cooked. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust to taste. This is where we need to do that step. I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt and all-purpose because I did add a lot of water. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this. You can also add your Scotch bonnet pepper or whatever pepper of your choice at this point because it's time to make our gravy. Now it's time for me to go in with my ketchup, and I'm just adding it. It's gonna give it some more flavor, but also helps to thicken the gravy. And guys, you should really smell my kitchen right now. It smells so delicious. Look. And we're at our final step, guys. We're gonna go in with our butter beans. This is also gonna help with the gravy to thicken it up and give it a bit more body. I did drain my butter bean, but I noticed that some people don't. I have enough liquid here, so I definitely don't need the juice from that. I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this and let it sit for a few minutes. Alright guys, so my oxtail is all ready to go. I'm done cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a piece here. I'm gonna cut it with a fork just to show you how nice and tender it is, and I'm happy that it's not flaky at all. Okay everyone, this is my way of making oxtail. I really hope you guys enjoyed my video. I will be having it with some rice and peas, some shredded vegetable, and some fried plantain. And remember, if you want to see more from Moya's Kitchen, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and turn on your notification. Alright, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Take care and God bless.